Live streaming to YouTube Live. Alright. Oh boy, let's see. Starting. Stream health. We're green. We're green. We're green. We're still green?
We're trying.
The live stream is green.
So hard.
The live stream is green! Yes!
We're going green, guys.
I don't see any skippage. I don't see any skippage.
Well, we're still a little bit behind. There's always the...
No, but look, there's no skipping like it was last time. Yes! Okay, we worked it out.
Who remembers skip it? That little thing you put around your leg and you jumped up and it was like, skip it?
Skip it! Skip it!
Yeah, you remember.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. Alright, cool. Sweet! It's working.
Guys, it's an hour late, but we're...
Yeah. Okay, so...
Technical difficulty is destroyed!
Wow, that's awesome. It's actually fucking working like it's supposed to. That's exciting! Alright, cool. Guys, welcome to the horror show. I'm trying to remember where to look. Right there. I'm Cecil Laird.
I'm Jaime and Fuego.
This is the Horror Show News with Booze Live!
Woo! So I'm going to take a quick sip of my cerveza. Cheers to you,
Indeed, cheers to you, finally, for a working live stream.
And cheers to anyone joining us right now with a tasty beverage.
Guys, sorry about that. We basically... Sorry about that. We had to call Cox and spend about 40 minutes on the phone with them fixing everything.
Cox.
Now, we were essentially... I'm supposed to be able to upload at 10 megabytes per second. I was uploading at 2.3 megabytes per second. So...
And that just won't do.
Nope. And now there's no live chat. Does no one want to talk to us now?
No. They've all given up on us, huh?
Two watching now, but okay.
Yeah, hopefully they will return. So please come join us. Oh, come join us. Yes. We'll bring the viewers back. Don't lose faith.
So, Fuego, why don't you let everyone know what we're going to do, and I'm going to go ahead and post on the thingamabobbers on the Facebooks that we're live.
Okay, Jules, what up, man? Or girl.
You're good. What up, Jules? Oh shoot, I put that.
I'm not sure which one is which. But,
I know, that's the problem I have.
Yeah, so should I jump right into the first story then?
Well, tell them what we're doing here and why we're doing it this way, because we did last week's episode. Just fill them in on what the deal is.
So I'm going to fill y'all peeps in about the fact that we inquired with all of our Friday viewers last week. We're like, would you dig a live stream on Tuesday, which is when we normally film the news, and then we give it a couple days to, choose some photos, overlay, do all that jazz, edit it up, and, present the stories on the sidebar. But a lot of amigos were like, let's see what a live interactive experience could really entail for News with Booze, and so that's what we're doing today. So we're going to go through our 7 stories that you're seeing on the sidebar right there, and then afterwards we're going to jump into some viewer questions, and it's going to be a ton of fun. Hopefully it's going to be interactive and cool, so you won't see the photos popping up, but there's going to be pretty much everything else as far as the goofiness, the sippage, and the informative. Yes.
Informative.
Exactly. Yes, that shows that we kept sipping our drinks as we were waiting for this damn Cox thing to be figured out. So it's still going to be...
I'm trying to post it on Facebook, but I'm still screwing things up because booze.
Yes. Well, it's still going to be scary, informative, and the interaction with all of you peeps is going to make it just that much better. So if you like, go
ahead, jump on in.
Yeah. So we're going to jump on the first story now, peeps, and that's the fact that David F. Sandberg, who originally directed the Lights Out short, and that's what got him the money based on James Wan to get the Lights Out feature film together. I didn't like the feature. I loved the short, but he directed Annabelle Creation, which just crushed at the box office this weekend. I think it was like a $12 million budget, something like that. It made over $30 million, over $70 million worldwide, so it is officially a success. And he was doing a Reddit Q&A where he was talking about other New Line Cinema stuff that he would like to jump on and actually have a part in assisting with. And dude, he was like, there are 2 properties in particular, most notably A Nightmare on Elm Street, that they're working on.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
Let's make that a song when he slashes your door.
When he slashes your door.
And then pulls your mother like right through the window. I think that's a pretty awesome possibility, especially because New Line, which is owned by Warner Brothers, has the rights to this. It was originally said that it was going to be another remake of a remake for Nightmare on Elm Street.
Right.
But, yes, Mr. David Leslie Johnson is penning the script. He scripted Conjuring 2. he is currently scripting Conjuring 3.
Okay.
And he is also working on the Nightmare on Elm Street re-bequel, whatever, because what Sandberg is saying is that he would like to see a continuation and not a full-on reboot.
A continuation of which?
Which is the really thing that
that's the question.
Which he did not specify.
So it could be a continuation of the Jackie Earle Haley?
Yeah, which sucks.
Oh, that's no good.
That. No.
No good.
No bueno.
Okay, so here's my thoughts on that. If after Lights Out was kind of iffy for me, but there was some skill, some talent, some scares.
Visually,
I thought Annabelle Creation was way better as a horror fan, and
the fact that same girl Lulu something
was in both that and Ouija 2,
and all of our commenters pointed that out, and we were just like thinking it looked like the same girl, and then turns out it was the same girl.
Yeah, exactly. So that was definitely interesting. I have faith in David F. Sandberg. So
I do too. Yeah.
I would be happy with that. I would be happy with that.
I mean, if Shazam has given him,
he did say Shazam because I know that because I watched a lot of Kevin Smith's coverage from San Diego Comic-Con. And DC
gave him the keys to the castle. Yep. He is directing the Shazam.
He's directing the Shazam movie, which is going to have both The Rock and who was the other person they announced for it?
I can't remember.
All right. Well, that's not horror anyway, so we can't be blaming.
Yeah, I
know. Okay. Now I am excited because. Here's the thing, I don't mind them doing a new Freddy movie. I know so many people are like, man, no remakes, no sequels, blah, 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 blah. I want more.
I hate the
Give me Robert Englund, I don't care. Here's the thing, I would rather have, this is what I say to every remake, I would rather have a possibility of another great entry into one of my favorite horror franchises than I would denounce it just because it's trying to do that.
Yeah,
like, why would I denounce something that's trying to be something I want to love?
Well, and it doesn't take away the fact that the original Nightmare film and then Dream Warriors and Dream Master, which are my favorites of the series, and then also
Dream Warriors!
I don't want to dream no more. Actually, I kind of do, now that I think about it.
Girl from Oklahoma, by the way. Love your show. Thank you, Okie Jules.
Yes, thank you for the proper clarification. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, I'm actually totally okay with this, especially with the talent that is associated with it. Hey, after Shazam, maybe put your sights on it. And there was actually another New Line property he said he'd be open to as well, which was in a Reddit discussion. He said he'd like to tackle Critters as well.
Critters?
Yeah.
All right.
But Nightmare was his first suggestion. So
okay.
So we will jump to the second story, which was broken by Deadline, and that is the fact that there is going to be another reboot of the Munsters. Which a lot of people think.
Sorry.
Which a lot of people
that is
think,
Munsters, right?
It is.
Okay,
it totally is. And
I sometimes get it confused with Addams Family.
Lots of people think that it was a ripoff of the Addams Family, but just to inform you, they came out the same year, premiered the same fall season, just on different networks. So it was basically two competing. I think it was CBS and NBC.
It was your proto Volcano and Dante's Peak.
It was, yeah. It was your proto Armageddon and
Deep Impact.
Deep Impact. Yes, exactly. I actually preferred the one with Tay Leone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did.
Where she gets swept up in the wave and killed with her father at the
It was a lot darker, you know. I don't want to close my eyes.
You just like Lily Sobieski. Hey, no screaming from the peanut gallery without being on camera.
Yes, we actually have Brittany Lee monitoring the
comments. This is what happens when we get this
live. So. Deep Impact was better.
Thank you.
Because you cried?
I thought Brittany Lee.
I cried both. Yeah. Thank you very much.
I still thought.
You see, I thought the second one.
Oh, I love you,
Chris. What's up, Chris?
Armageddon was really good.
Edward D is the shit. That dude is awesome. I'm so glad he's jumped on as well. I agree. Why must they reboot everything? But we're gonna save all of the comments and just a bit of interactivity until the end.
Yeah, we'll hit the comments at the end, guys.
The shitty thing about this for me is the fact that it's not gonna be a suburb of California type remake. They apparently want this Munsters remake to be them in the hipster boroughs of Brooklyn, and how it's going to be a fish out of water weirdness. Seth Meyers, of all people, is executive producing this.
So it's sort of like what they did with the Brady Bunch movie, how they were a family out of time, but in our time.
Yeah,
well, I'm saying they could achieve that with this if they're really clever. If they're really clever.
Maybe, but I love the original Brady Bunch movie from the early 90s because of the fact that Penelope Spheris from Wayne's World directed that shit, and she did a fantastic job, and it was really a funny contrast this just seems with the hipster Burroughs aspect and stuff. I don't know. I'm not sold on it. Seth Meyers is funny. He's an SNL alum, so if he's got love for the property, perhaps it could be cool, but I'm not sold on this. Brian Fuller actually tried rebooting this a couple of years ago with a Halloween special, and it never even went to series. It was just a pilot. So,
well,
I don't know, but that's
okay. That's perfectly story. As you guys can see, because right here we have the stories, although we can't do the changing colors like I normally do in the news. But
limitations, folks.
Guys, this is super exciting for me because I really became aware of Brian Fuller as an entity when he did the Hannibal TV series, starring both Hannibal and the dude from the books, as opposed to Clarice Starling from the movies, and that was Will Graham. I don't know the name of the guy that played Will Graham off the top of my head, but Hannibal was played by Mads Mikkelsen. Who was like huge across movies now. He was just in Rogue One.
He was in Doctor Strange.
He's all over the place now. So the fact that this story is all about, Brian Fuller announced that talks have officially begun for a Hannibal revival. So we are going to get more Hannibal, despite having it had a pseudo ending at the end of season 3, which was both of them tumbling over a cliff at the end of the series. Will Graham purposely, like, they had the most knockdown, drag out, Fight Club fight that you ever saw, like cutting each other to pieces, and then like all that was left for Will Graham to do was wrap Hannibal in his arms and take them both of them over the cliff into the water. And that's how it ended. That's how the series finished.
And
so they're both available to come back, and it was just such cool gore on TV. It was like mind-blowingly creative and awesome gore.
Mike is sounding a bit blurry. Should I move it back a little bit more?
Mike is sounding a bit blurry? Okay.
I tried moving it, but
it should be okay.
Yeah. Maybe move it back a little?
Yeah, King put up a 360 VR experience for it. Just so you guys know, we are going to be doing Let's Plays of that later on. So you'll be able to see that in a day or two. But yeah, I'm super excited about the return of Hannibal. You still haven't caught it, right?
Haven't caught it, but the interesting, I guess, bit of information about this is the fact that the reason discussions didn't start till now is because there was some sort of contractual clause where they had to wait 2 years until the air date of the final episode for them to actually shop with different networks. Yeah, so that's what.
It was no compete clause for 2 years.
Exactly. So Fuller had to wait until that, and that was the tweet that actually brought this story into the forefront. So he's like, once
Netflix is gonna fucking jump all over this.
I'm thinking maybe one of the premium channels could too, man. I mean, we could see it. HBO, Showtime.
That would be a weird shift.
Yeah.
To see a show go from
it could get so much more brutal though, because NBC
to actually able to curse and show some. But here's the thing: NBC did not hold back much of anything. If you haven't seen it, it was a legitimate R-rated TV show.
Yeah.
In my estimation, it didn't come on until 10.
Despite being on network TV, though.
Yeah, but it came on late.
Well, I mean, there were no boobs or F words, so that's
no boobs or F words.
That just shows the changing of things.
The gore was aggressive, man.
Yeah.
It was really aggressive stuff, and I loved it. And the mental stuff. God, it was just so good. It was a tour de force on television. So
interesting head
you
games.
really have to try it.
Yeah, because they explored the head games a little bit in Red Dragon and no goodness, I'm trying to remember what, because that was the prequel book that was actually before when Michael Mann directed it, and I cannot recall the name of the film. Damn it! But yeah, and hey, I'm sure that will appease and make pleasant a lot of peeps. So let's jump on to the fourth story, which is
the clipping in the mic is real. They say. God damn it. All right, let me try. I'm going to disconnect and reconnect, guys. Fuck. All right. Ooh. All right, let me do that. All right, so
it's been technical difficulty after technical difficulty.
Yeah,
today.
this is a struggle, guys. Sorry. We're doing our best. Trust me, this AT mic is going to be way better than the webcam mic. So
hopefully.
Yeah, I hope.
Well,
let us know if that's better, guys. Sorry about the clipping.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Sorry about that. But the next story is going to be the fact that there is a comic series coming from Boom Studios, which is like super crossover status. So it's going to be called Kong on the Planet of the Apes. So imagine King Kong somehow ending up on the Planet of the Apes in that reality. There's no descriptions about how this actually transpires.
Well, he would automatically be hailed as the king, I would assume.
Hail to the king! Yeah.
Hail to the war! Sorry.
Yeah, you know what's up. So it's a crossover comic that is coming this November. It's going to be a 6-issue limited series. And yeah, I mean, I haven't seen any of the reboots. So.
I have a natural loud voice, so I'm going to move it closer to you.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Hey, we're making live adjustments, guys.
We're trying, guys, and we're actually happy that you're here to interact about it with us. So
just let me know if that fixes it, because, yeah, I'm a loud motherfucker.
I enjoy the original Planet of the Apes stuff, so Beneath the Planet of the Apes and all the weird sequels they did after the Charlton Heston original, but besides the Tim Burton version, I have not seen any of the remake stuff, which I know you were saying the third and final installment.
Dude, those movies are so good.
That's what everybody seems to say.
The first one was pretty good.
Yeah.
The second one was they stepped it up.
Especially
the third one was like, whoa. The third one was a really good movie. I cried twice in War for the Planet of the Apes.
And I've heard Woody Harrelson is a great villain. Matt Reeves' direction is impeccable and gives a lot of people faith about this new Batman movie they're working on. So, yeah, I'm going to take a sip of my beer to that. Since I haven't seen the series, I can't say much else.
No, they're so good, dude. Now, as far as how this would work out, obviously Kong, Edward D., exactly, one of the best trilogies ever. By the way, Edward D., if you're going to do a go-to-movie MonsterCon, you want to do anything, film yourself with your phone, and we can make... I'm looking at the microphone when I should be looking at the camera.
This is a new setup
with your
for
phone,
us.
and we can make it an episode of the show. We'll do some fan coverage stuff like we're planning to do with Rubber Soul. So
yeah, seriously, ED, you, McKenna Bond, Rubber Soul, anybody who is willing to throw something together, we would love to showcase your talents and your enthusiasm for what we're doing here.
Exactly. Yeah. So, moving on here. Before moving on, rather, let me just say, I think it's kind of weird to try and crowbar Kong into the Apes universe. Like, what's supposed to happen? They're just going to be like, he's massive! And which Kong? Is it the current Kong where he's like 100 stories tall?
Yeah,
or is it the older Kong where he's like 40 stories tall?
Yeah, or would he start smiling and they feed him and they think he's going to be an ally and then he grows bigger and decides, fuck you guys, I'm going to...
That would still be a good episode, Edward. Sorry, go ahead.
No, agreed. But it's a pairing that makes sense, at least in my opinion, so...
Alright, well, fair enough. Let's move on to the next one, then. And this one's all about you, Foy.
Yeah, it is, because
Stephen
it's
King,
all about
Stephen
King, fuck yeah. So, there was a lot of speculation on my part and lots of other fans' parts about, was Castle Rock this TV series that none other than Mark Bernardin and all these other people are involved in the writer's room for, Mark Bernardin being the co-host on Fat Man on Batman with Kevin Smith. He worked for the LA Times for a number of years, and he quit the LA Times to work on this upcoming Hulu series. And they have decided to let the cat out of the bag that there are going to be classic... Oh, yes!
Sorry, I'm going to do your sound effects.
There are going to be classic Castle Rock characters on the series, and that's something everybody was really speculating about, but if we are going to get none other than Scott Glenn as, I'm trying to remember the name of the sheriff, Alan Pangborn, and so Alan Pangborn was basically the guy who replaced the sheriff that got killed by Cujo in the Cujo novel, and so he was in Castle Rock as the sheriff for both Needful Things, the prequel, which was in it was in one of those novella. It's terrible. I'm like totally losing it, but it's called The Sundog. Okay. And The Sundog was essentially
Sundog Millionaire.
Not quite. The Sundog was about a camera that when you took photos with it, there was a dog like coming closer and closer. So unlike Polaroid and Say Cheese and Die, Stephen King has also done that trope about weird
He just
stuff.
combined Cujo and cursed photography?
Maybe. And that was when he was still in his drinking phase. But
drinking phase? Of course, by drinking you mean... drink! No, put a goblin's head on the truck!
I am going to scare you to death.
All right, next. What else in this? I know there's more than that.
Yeah, there is more than that. So, The Sundog was another story that had Sheriff Pangborn in it, and
Booger Sugar.
yeah, but So Pangborn was the guy who replaced in Cujo, but he was also in The Dark Half, and he was in Needful Things. He was played by Ed Harris in Needful Things. He was played by Michael Rooker in the adaptation of
Don't pay attention to me. Be a professional.
I'm trying, sir. And so he is going to be played by Scott Glenn, Scott Glenn has done so much stuff, man. He was Stick in Daredevil and also in the upcoming Defenders.
He's really good. No, he was actually in
Silence of the Lambs, Training Day.
No, he was in a recent one,
movies.
the Haunted with Abigail Breslin.
Was he really?
He was. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this guy's legit talent. I'm all for him playing a character that is familiar and is going to give kind of a thread between everything, and so that is exciting news to know that this is maybe going to have even more
appropriate because Defenders goes live in 3 days, guys.
Doesn't
and he does return.
He's on that too.
Yep.
And then the second bit of Stevie K information is the fact that
my God, we're just getting to part 2.
No, but the
Go ahead.
Part 2 is brief. Part 2 is brief. So if I'm going to quote Brendan Gleeson, who's on the fantastic version of Mr. Mercedes on the AT&T network,
we're going to have to do a review of that
right now.
We'll do it on
excellent.
When we gather on Saturday.
Excellent.
We'll do, is it 1 or 2 episodes?
Well, there's the first 2 episodes, but 2 doesn't go live for another day or so.
Okay, well, we'll still do 2. So we'll review 1 and 2.
The pilot was great, too.
We'll do 1 and 2. Britt. Mr. Mercedes 1 and 2. We got to do that before this weekend.
There you go. Mom! Bring the meatloaf, Mom! Mom! Yeah, but bottom line, though, Stephen King also had another bit of information drop this week where he was talking to USA Today doing an interview about Sleeping Beauties and how big of a year he has had, and he's like, well, next year you have my new solo novel coming, which is apparently called The Outsider.
What does solo novel mean?
By himself, because Sleeping Beauties he wrote with Owen King, his son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is his next...
Now he has to delineate?
It's his next one. Well, yeah, he does. I mean, he's written stuff with Joe, and he's written stuff with Owen now. His daughter is an ordained minister, so she doesn't do any writing. But so there's a lot of exciting stuff going on with the King. The Outsider, what do you guys think it might tie in with? And also, are you excited to see a familiar Castle Rock character coming to this?
Yeah.
Coming to the TV series. Yeah.
Yeah, well, but he's connected to a lot of different stuff.
He was in a bunch of different Castle Rock stories up until the last Castle Rock story.
I mean, when you heard that the Castle Rock series was coming, did you figure, oh, this guy's got to show up?
Not at all. I thought that they were going to focus predominantly on other people.
I mean, if a King person can be surprised by it, then that's good news.
Yeah, because they gave no specification, I guess, or no hints that there was going to be well-known Castle Rock characters. We were thinking it was going to be taking place in Castle Rock, but unexplored stories from people who were never there before.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I always thought. But to have Pangborn Man, I mean, that just shows they're going to have some continuity with the books, and that's exciting. And people like Sissy Spacek, who played Carrie, who the hell knows who she's going to play, but there's various others. I am very excited for this. And
guys, how's the mic? Just seeing, let us know. Is it better that I moved it in front of Fuego? Because I'm a loud mother effer. Are there rumors that King's health is deteriorating? Why all of a sudden are so many King IPs getting TVs and movies? Daniel Parker! Daniel, can I just say thank you very much. You are the one that constantly gives us donations, and we really appreciate that. Man, do me a favor. Send me an email at thehorrorshow666@yahoo.com. Obviously, you pay in pounds, so it might take me a minute, but I want to send you a little bit of a care package. Okay? So email me at thehorrorshow666@yahoo.com. I want to send you a little something in appreciation for being so supportive of the show.
Just like Cobra Kai, it'll probably be a shirt that takes forever to get there since he's on the other side of the pond.
Did you send it to Cobra Kai yet? Cobra Kai, I apologize on behalf of my co-host.
Oh, really? Where is Bearvet's shirt? And where is yeah, that's why I say that's why I say 6 to 8 weeks.
It's been over that. It's been over that.
We paid for all of this on our own, and we're sorry,
guys. It's been over that. No, guys, I finally just started a new day job, which after another 5 weeks from now, I should be making the amount of money I need to make in order to start catching up in my personal life.
That's what I'm trying to do too, man.
I will provide the postage to get Cobra Kai his shirt and to get Daniel Barker his care package. So,
Yes,
this is enough of a distraction. Let's get back to the news.
I know. So the next story is one that you're probably interested to talk about because it's more Terminator 6 information, both coming from Arnold.
Daniel Barker has done more than just the 1 pound dial M for masala. He's done a lot over the course of...
during the last
he's done a lot over the course of our last few live streams, so don't act like you know, Dial M. I appreciate you being here too, Dial M, but Daniel has contributed more than you realize, so... Plato, what were you saying? Go ahead.
That's not very nice, sir. Come on.
It's all right. It's all right. Hey, the internet is live with controversy. I'm just trying to straighten things out.
And live with trolls, too. Crawl back under your bridge.
No, he's cool. He's watching us. It's cool. He's not a troll. He's calling someone out he thought needed to be called out, but he just didn't need to be called out.
Any donation is better than no donation.
Listen, I love Daniel Barker. I love Dial M for Masala. I love all of our viewers.
I love.
We're good. We're good.
I love the name.
It's cool. It's cool.
Masala.
Let's continue. Oh God, the derailment is terrible right now. I'm cringing on the inside.
It's happens. It happens. So the next one is the fact that we have a Terminator 6 update coming. Separate stories from both Arnold and James Cameron. So Arnold was doing a talk with the playlist, and he was basically talking about, okay, we have the next bit of things that I will be filming. March 2018 is going to be the Terminator 6, and then after that I have the Conan, the King Conan coming, and
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
He has said that the next Conan movie is going to be just the envisionment after Conan the Barbarian at the very end, where he's sitting on the throne as the king and he's got the beard and all that shit. That's what he's saying this film is going to entail. But more excitingly is the fact that even though the rights don't revert... Whoa, Edward D., holy smokes, dude.
Damn!
Thanks,
Edward.
Thanks for the doll hairs.
The doll hairs.
We
appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, we do.
Edward D, man, I really want to get you on a Skype stream, and I want to do a 10-minute podcast appreciation thing, man. I really do.
I think we need to do that with all of the regular viewers.
We do. I think we do. Guys, so much love and controversy, Daniel Barker. Let's get Daniel Barker on a live stream. Let's get Edward D on a live stream. Let's get fucking Dial M for, what was it? Masala.
Let's go to New York. Let's go to Toronto. We're going to go to the moon. We're going to... lesbian.
6-year-old political reference.
You'll still get it. Any of you old enough? Anyway.
I just saw myself do that on the screen.
Dude, you beat me to it even before.
Oh, shit.
Good times.
Let's continue on.
Yes, we will try our best. But yeah, so Terminator 6 is in fact happening, and according to Arnold, filming in March of 2018, according to this interview that he did.
Well, the 13th Wolfman seems to disagree. He says, sorry, I think, but they need to stop with the Terminator movies and step away, let the property cool off. The news about Arnold being the human they based on the Terminators on is just kind of up.
Yeah, and that was the next thing we were going to mention, Wolfman.
Go ahead, he laid in for us.
Yeah,
13th Wolfman, you're part of the news.
Thank you for the lead in 13th Wolfman. So that was the next bit we were going to mention, is that in a separate interview, James Cameron was like, so what I want to explore in this new trilogy is, why was Arnold the basis of the T-800, creature, cyborg, whatever the hell you want to call it, that came to kill.
Oh, what was that?
When you have to burp, man. Why was this the guy who came...
Yeah! Why did I hear a female voice go, yeah!
Why was this the guy that basically, appearance-wise, came to kill, Linda Hamilton's Sarah Connor? Why did this Terminator look like Arnold? Was there a Skynet connection? Was there, just a randomness about it? And I actually thought that was a cool idea from Cameron, trying to think outside the box to add some insight and some backstory, because they've tried so hard to fill in weird backstory and done a shitty job, in my opinion, in some of these, Salvation.
They have, but if they're both teamed up back together, because Cameron even...
And Tim Miller directing, dude.
That kid Tim Miller?
That kid Tim Miller that Kevin Smith got to finally meet.
James Cameron even mentioned in something we covered in the news not too long ago, where he's like, yeah, I didn't really like the last couple Terminators. I was just trying to support my boy Arnold.
Even after talking
about
it.
Yeah, but now they're back together, and I honestly believe that they can make magic again. I really do. I have faith that it can be good.
Producer role, I have faith.
Yeah, I think he wants to be more involved than he has been. Not as involved than as he was in the past, but enough that he doesn't want to see what happened in the past few happen again.
Yeah.
He wants to set it back on track, just like he wants to fucking make Avatar the next thing. Like, I mean, not even the next thing. It already is the thing. It's still the number one most grossing movie of all time.
But he's waited way too long with Avatar. The constant
12
technological
years.
delays. I mean, it's
Technological delays, but he's developed a whole new thing where apparently you're not even going to have to wear glasses to experience the 3D.
that excites me immensely, I must say.
Another
That
thing we
sounds
covered on the
badass.
news.
Yeah.
We are up to date!
We are VR troopers.
What?
Sorry. That was a Power Rangers ripoff.
I guess so.
It's fine.
All right,
It's
what are we up to?
So we are down to the final story. So I am actually very excited about
This was good. This was good.
Film. Yes, yes. But the final one actually ties in with a guy that I had the honor and the humbling pleasure to interview at Mad Monster, which is Mr. Zach Galligan. He said that when there is no chatter about a film, that means that it is closer to being developed than ever before. Gremlins 3. Chris Columbus actually did an interview just this past week, and he was basically talking with the playlist saying that this is a darker script, this is a more twisted script, this is more akin to the first film, because apparently he hated Gremlins 2, where they got goofy and, you know, you had Jordan Peele doing all the casting and all that other stuff, and he's like, yeah, let's have a female gremlin, let's have a blah, blah, blah gremlin. But he explored the idea that maybe...
Zach himself said it didn't seem far off from the truth.
I know. He was being truthful about that. I love Gremlins 2, by the way, but I know that it was a despondent difference in tone between that and the first film. But the fifth I'm seeing $5 donation. Hey, that is what's up, Daniel.
Daniel,
Walker.
man. Daniel,
Yeah.
he comes to our rescue, man.
Amen.
He said
That is
supporting
awesome.
a channel that constantly pushes out great content and has great personalities is an easy choice.
No,
Daniel, you rock, man. You rock.
and Edward D, we gotta mention proper that Jordan Peele did an amazing sketch on Key and Peele,
Indeed.
where they joked about how the writers' room went, and
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
Dante even tweeted about the fact that he was like, yeah, it wasn't too far off from that. Zach Galligan confirmed the same thing, but Chris Columbus, who directed the first film along with Home Alone and the first two Harry Potter movies,
Which were great!
he's not the type of guy that you would, but Harry Potter...
Is there anyone that
Harry
wants to defend Harry Potter in the household?
Yeah, but Harry Potter, as I'm sure Brittany would agree, didn't get good until the third movie.
You know what? The first movie I have said.
We can't hear you way over in the
We
kitchen.
can't hear you. Would you not agree that...
What is your opinion about the first two Harry Potter movies directed by Chris Columbus?
Chris Columbus, the Home Alone
Lean
director.
in.
Lean in so we can see you.
Okay, y'all, seriously?
Yeah.
No.
We're still
Here
not
we
seeing
go.
you.
Sorry.
Oh, no,
Yeah, she is. Oh, it's just delayed.
It's
That's all.
delayed, yeah. Okay. Seriously, the thing is it's the first two set the tone for the world of Harry Potter. So
The third elevated that shit so much,
yes,
though.
it
Would
did.
you not agree? It made it darker.
The third led us down the dark path that we needed for the later movies, but we didn't know that we needed that at the time.
Yes,
But
we did. There were at least a couple of those
No, of
books
course.
out.
Well, no, I know. I'm saying those people who were only following the movies didn't know that we needed that. I guess I'm intoxicated.
News with booze.
She was pre-gaming. She was pre-gaming with us. So we love Brittany Lee. Cheers to Brittany Lee.
I don't have a glass, but I'll take a sip from both.
Well,
of
thank
them.
you for stopping by.
Yes, I will defend Harry Potter to the death. Although I have to say, I was very, very, very angry.
Do you like the Gremlins movies? The first two Gremlins movies?
I like the first Gremlins movie.
You don't like two?
I don't know.
I prefer two.
You haven't seen two?
Yes.
Hulk Hogan is in it, for God's sake.
I'm in for an adventure, y'all. I'm going to see Gremlins 2.
Yes, she's going to watch Gremlins 2 very soon. All right.
Are you saying that you want a lightning gremlin? Are you saying that you want a gargoyle gremlin?
Bye. Thank you.
Are you saying that you want a super smart gremlin who talks like a person? Are you saying that you want a gremlin that... Yeah.
Robert Soul says, Brittany is cute as hell with all due respect.
In any event, Gremlins 3 is
Harry
apparently...
Potter. Wait. What you said? Harry Potter is a bitch. I would have murdered that kid's family if he was living with. Oh, I would have murdered that kid's family he was living with.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
the family was horrible. They treated him like shit. It was awful.
Yes, they were awful.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. 13 Man, I'd like to see a Gremlins 3 as long as it stayed close to the original film.
Yeah, and that's where we can chime in before we go to full-on viewer questions.
Okay, fair enough. Alright.
And say, yeah.
Oh, I take your point. You're saying, Cecil, back the fuck off the mouse.
No,
I get it!
Not at all, I'm sure of it.
Go ahead.
So, Chris Columbus was basically saying they're trying to find the proper funding. They're still discussing budget with the studio, but lo and behold, the confirmation that it was going to be puppets. It's not going to be all CGI like a lot of people had worried about. He was like, the minimal CGI they're going to use is basically to take out the strings and make the puppeteers jobs. Make the puppeteers' jobs easier. So, you know, they can just kind of cut out digitally the stuff where you can see the
13th Wolfman, all due respect, I think Gremlins could be considered a horror movie, a family horror movie for sure.
The first one especially, man, when that chick gets killed on the chair.
They kill Mrs. Deagle? Yeah.
They kill her, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, and then the melting effects. Yeah, no, absolutely. It can be considered a horror movie. It might not be considered a full-on adult horror movie. It might have been a horror movie geared towards teenagers.
Yeah, but it was
absolutely a horror movie.
But it's a horror movie like The Monster Squad or The Gate or so many of these other 80s horror films were, you know, not trying to go full-blown R, because R-rated horror films in the 80s were going balls deep, dude. They were going batshit crazy with everything. And so I cannot wait for a third Gremlins movie. The fact that Zach Galligan has continued to discuss it, the fact that I got to discuss it with him, scope out that interview.
I was watching myself make that.
No, you're fine. Scope out that interview, though. It was a pleasure, and it was a humbling experience because I love Zach Galligan, especially whether it was Waxwork or his work on that Tales from the Crypt episode about the puppetry stuff, which is pretty awesome. So that makes all of our questions for the week.
That beat all of it, y'all. So I'm going to sign into the YouTubes because I don't know if this is actually feeding us delayed things or not. Oh,
I'm not sure.
See how much? See why I did it that way? So that pops up instead of just the all right, we have 15 people watching. That's pretty cool.
So I have to say to Sarah, yes, the microwave scene vividly is horror.
Yeah, and Rubber Soul says Gremlin and the Juicer was horrific.
Oh, I
absolutely.
There were some really nasty kills, and the fact that Joe Dante had done lots of horror before and went on to do them after. I mean, I don't know how you can say that's not horror, or at least something mildly
13th Wolfman says, okay, I was a teen when Gremlins came out and thought it was more family friendly and kids. I mean, compared
to family horror movie.
Jason, sure, but it's still a horror movie. You gotta have allowances, man. Come on, Wolfman. Don't be a hard-nosed, hairy mother... I don't know.
Hey, Wolfman's got nards.
You're terrible. Creepypasta Al Dente says, good job, COX. What does COX mean?
That is Cox. The fact that Cox...
Good job, Cox!
We're being Cox. Yeah, Cox.
Creepypasta Al Dente was following the roller coaster of a thing. Yeah, guys, so the reason we went live, we tried to go live at 5:30.
That's why we have such a small audience.
And we were, I know, exactly. We were freaking
I'm going to loosen my tie just at that thought. Because
and it turns out that we were only uploading at 2.38 megabytes per second when I'm supposed to be getting 10 megabytes per second on an upload. So I had to run through a couple of things with Cox, and finally they got it fixed, and boom, I was at 10 point plus upload speed, and so here we are able to do a live stream without the fuck-ups, and then Brittany and I are going to play Hellblade later without the fuck-ups, and it's going to be awesome. So yeah, we're super excited. Cox are definitely Cox. Amen. I don't even care. Fuck them. Maybe, I don't know. I might not want to curse.
No. I mean, Will is right. Cox is the internet in Arizona. It's like you can't go with...
No, that Cox situation has been that way since we started trying to do live streams. I apparently needed to reset a few things that I didn't realize. So our live streams, when we were skipping, when we started the live stream on Sunday, that was because of this.
Yeah.
All of these issues, us having problems live streaming from Xbox or PlayStation, has been because of this. All that's going to be fixed now. All of our shit should be way smoother. And if it's not, all I have to do is pay 12 extra bucks a month, and then I'll double all of my speeds. So guys, the live streams from here on out, they're going to be fucking money.
There you go. On point, yo. So if you guys have any questions about the news stories, any bits of insight to impart, you see the side scrolling bar right beside us there.
Rubber Soul. Cox is short for coax. They leave the A off for assholes. Love it. They should give it to you for free. That'd be awesome. You might want to check a few things. We do a live stream a couple of times a week. 13th Wolfman, what's your channel?
Yeah, let us check it out.
Yeah. Put your channel in the comments.
Yeah, we're actually all about crossing the streams.
Cross-promotion. We just had Eric from the Death Twitch on. We're going to be doing a lot more cross-promotion with him. And now that all of this stuff, my webcam is working, all of my microphone is working,
we can
start doing Skype regular hangouts with you guys and cross-promoting with other channels. We fully intend to do that.
Yeah.
But this was our first attempt at a live horror news stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was actually, I feel like, a lot more fun for us.
Yeah.
We don't, and a lot less work. Quite frankly, a lot less work.
Okay, so Will is apparently surprised I didn't kill myself after seeing the Dark Tower. Yeah, it's in rubble right now. Although thankfully it was only figurative, alternate realities. Otherwise, I would be dead, as would you and everybody else.
Edward D. I would love to watch McGregor versus Merriweather.
We were going to. It's in like a week or so.
Yeah, no, I want to watch it for sure.
Yeah, I think
Andrew, I know, wants to watch it.
Since I'm Irish, you know who I'm rooting for, Edward. But
Conor McGregor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if he's necessarily going to win because
people keep saying he's going to win.
Just dances around the dun, and then I punch and get decision.
Sarah Marcel is here. Hi, Sarah. You've been a more regular viewer now. Thank you for coming back.
Yeah, I gave a shout out to.
Are you guys going to watch Mayweather? Oh my! We all knew Dark Tower was going to suck, is what Sarah said.
I was trying so hard not to buy into that for the sheer fact that
Creepypasta Al Dente says, "I like your channel. You review some obscure stuff."
Yeah,
we do. We try and review obscure. We try and review mainstream. We try and review everything. But every Wednesday you can find a comics review. And guys, just so you know, since we didn't let you know in the live stream on Saturday, Fuego's Hail to Stephen King moved from Sunday to Wednesday because we did the live stream on Sunday.
Well, yeah, because my battery died here, and I was like,
it's a plethora of reasons, but. This episode of Hail to Stephen King is all about comics, so we're going to release it tomorrow on New Comic Book Day. So you'll get a new Hail to Stephen King on Wednesday and a new Hail to Stephen King on Sunday. Right?
Yes, indeed you will.
All right.
And it's, damn, I would love to make it about Mr. Mercedes.
Can we do it together? Can we film it here after we watch tonight?
I mean, Saturday.
Well, yeah, let's do that for that then. The Hail to Stephen King will be our review of Mr. Mercedes.
Yeah.
You want to do that? You want to call it?
I'm down.
Calling it now?
Shall we call it now? Because Marcia has read the entire Bill Hodges trilogy, and I've only read the first one.
And I've only heard part of the first one. But let's all watch the show.
Dude, David E. Kelly did a great job with that first episode.
See, Brittany won't be able to be a part of it, but we can still do it. Okay, so yeah, Saturday we'll do the live stream, and then Sunday the Hail to Stephen King will be the Mr. Mercedes review. No, let's just do it. We'll do that. Yeah. We'll do the Mr. Mercedes review for Hail to Stephen King this Sunday. All right, guys. There you go. Let me just make sure. I would love you guys to collaborate with Dr. Wolfula or NYX. I don't know who Nix is. I have seen Dr. Wolfula. I always thought he might be a little too big to collab with us, but honestly,
I mean, if he
I think we're about where he was when I looked at him last. So
we have numbers moving very well right now.
Our numbers are going well, yeah. So I will reach out to Dr. Wolfula and see he's down. I like him. He's old school, man. He puts a mask on, and then he does a zombie guy that he does on his channel too.
I'm actually, dude, Sarah Marcel saying that. Watched Clown the other day because of the channel. Great movie. That movie, if you want something that's going to be on par with Stephen King's It for a fucked up clown,
Clown is great.
Clown was good, man.
Okay, from the left coast, Robert McMahon over Stephen King, or McCammon. I don't know who that is. Cobra Kai, Dark Tower film was a dark point in my life. Daniel Barker, how did you guys meet? Can't be a coincidence that you all have the same interest. Daniel Barker, go to our vlogs. I have a vlogs playlist, and it's either the first one or the second one was how did we all meet?
Yeah.
How did the show start?
Yeah. Get to know the horror show is what you need to see.
Yeah, the Get to Know the Horror. Oh, yeah, you're right. It wasn't the vlog. It was the Get to Know the Horror show.
Get to Know the Horror show.
Yeah, check the Get to Know the Horror show.
Search that on YouTube on our channel.
Episodes.
And you will find that.
Yeah, Will Rube says you're the biggest horror show on YouTube now.
We're trying.
No, that's not true. Bloodbath and Beyond is over 40.
Yeah, those Canadians, we have lots of
those Canadians, but they're very specific in their coverage. They watch. They do reactions. They're like 2 times a week.
Yeah.
They do reactions to very low budget movies, so they won't get hit with trailer issues.
We have
they do reviews too, but they don't do as much as we do. So I'm hoping that one day we'll pass them. Let's see, Dude Cecil, is that a new horror show badge on the right? You stream it, looks awesome. Is that this thing? I don't know what you mean.
Oh, I'm laughing at Rob's comment about the. Walter's powers came from his midichlorian count, and that's when he was manipulating the fire.
No, I don't know what you're referring to, the horror show badge. This is the new microphone thing, though. I made a new microphone thing for our interviews at Game On Expo. You're the biggest American horror show on YouTube. Yeah! Well, if that's true, that'd be awesome. Does that count over Bloody Disgusting?
Yeah, well, they don't do film reviews.
They don't have that much subscribers. I'm going to look at their subscriber count.
Okay. Bloody Disgusting is a page that we respect immensely. Same with Dread Central.
There's a biggest of the horror things, right?
Same with Daily Dead. But the thing is, they don't do video reviews. They are a print website essentially, and so us doing nothing but video reviews, that's where we can distinguish ourselves. So if we are the biggest of the American audience, that is pretty awesome.
That's true.
Oh.
Okay, so Bloody Disgusting has 1,006 videos, which we have over 1,300.
Yeah.
Okay, 43,000 subscribers. They're about on par. Actually, fucking
Jimmy Champagne though does not. I mean, he does.
That's pretty crazy to think about this. The Canadian channel, Bloodbath and Beyond, has more subscribers than Bloody Disgusting at this point.
They have a very new site, and they predominantly post trailers.
See, we can do better than this. We can do better
trailers
than
and let's plays and stuff like that.
Guys, we put 2 episodes up every single. Yeah, I mean, you guys.
Bloodbath and Beyond kind of sucks. Thank you, every day. Besides the one guy who likes.
I agree. They like boobs, but no, I don't agree. They're good. I'm not saying they suck, but they focus on a particular thing, and like Jay is really cool. I'm a big fan of Jay. I haven't talked to anyone else. But he and I have been talking off and on for a couple of years now. Well, so I really respect his. I mean, listen, I got nothing. They've got quadruple our audience right now.
Yeah,
so I have to give them that props. But at the same time, we put in a lot of work and we're growing really fast. And I hope we grow as fast as them, and I don't want to poo-poo them at all because I really love Bloodbath and Beyond.
Yeah,
they are my benchmark right now. I think we need to get to them, and we need to surpass them.
For a YouTube channel, yeah, possibly. Yes. I mean, you know, I keep up with Jonathan Barkin. He was originally Bloody Disgusting, and then he was Dread Central.
Your fan base is the shit, though, says Rubber Soul. That I agree with.
Honestly,
our fan base fucking rocks.
Rubber Soul is not even a fan at this point. He is a part of the family.
Rubber Soul is part of the show.
He is a extended
He's done
cast
2 reviews.
member, man. And dude, once again,
extended family. Extended cast family.
He has less dislikes on his Dark Tower review than we do. So that is a shout out to Rob.
There you go.
Watch his review. It's the fan review. You know,
From Left Coast also says we have the best subscribers. Daniel Barker says biggest Arizona horror show. That's definitely true.
Easily that. That's why we covered the Phoenix Film Festival, International Horror Sci-Fi Film Festival, Phoenix Comic-Con, Mad Monster, all the usual culprits, and we're so blessed and humbled to have all of you guys supporting us. It's awesome.
Yeah, and if you guys are just joining late, you'll be able to watch this all later. We're running about 48 minutes right now, but we went through all of these stories on the right-hand side. It's so cool to be able to refer to them right here, right? Guys, how did you like the live? Do you like the news live? Is this cool? Right? No, it's right here. It's exactly. Really?
It's on. No.
It's on my right. Where do you think it would be in relation to you, bro?
It's news with booze,
bro. Okay. All right. Fair point. Fair point.
Sorry.
Guys, did you like this? Do you like the live version of the news? Do you like us interacting with you once we read the stories? Yeah, I mean, I can't move the green down low, and we can't upload our pictures and stuff, but we can be much more timely with the news now if we do it on Tuesdays instead of Fridays.
Yeah.
And basically on Fridays what we can do is I can start doing our celebrity interviews, of which we have about 3 months worth of celebrity interviews if I did them one a week.
Yeah, and another preliminary thing to think about is the fact that Cecil is going to be out of town next week.
Yeah, guys, I'm out of town next week, so
I'm going to have a guest co-host.
Guest co-host
for the
for
Horror
news.
Show News. Who would you guys like as the guest co-host?
And I will say,
would you like Susie? Would you like Brittany? Would you like Marcia? Would you like Louise?
Brittany will be off work.
Yeah. Would you like Mr. Andrew Mercer?
Would you like Dirk?
Dirk. Those are your options. Let us know.
Who would you like as
Comment below.
Fuego's co-host for the Horror Show News with
Talk
Booze?
about the news. Let us know.
And guys, do me a favor and go back and leave
It's
comments
probably
after this, because if you comment during this, it's going to delete after we go away. So.
Yes. So please jump back. That is one of the lamest things about the YouTube Live that we have noticed is that all of your awesome insights and stuff, they're gone.
13th Wolfman says
They
Susie.
just float away.
Okay, guys, Susie is tough to land, just so you all
Yeah,
know.
especially
Will Rube says, making a mystery guest.
group news with Boost. Shit, should I bring somebody totally different on? Should I bring on like Marta Chaos? Or should I bring
or
on like
Mahalo, even.
Mahalo?
Yeah.
Dude, he would be down for it, dude.
I'd
That
be
actually
game.
might be really fun.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll bring on my guitarist. in
Rubber
my
Soul says,
band.
fucking hell, Brittany and Susie.
First 3-person news ever.
From the Left Coast says, Mike Hawk for co-host. From the Left Coast, is your name Mike Hawk by chance? I'm just curious. Rubber Soul says, I'll fly out.
All right.
Dude, Rubber Soul, if you're willing to.
You were down.
Dude, Rubber Soul, we have a guest room.
Yes,
you
we
can
have
come and
somewhere for you to
You can
stay,
stay with Britt and I,
Yes,
and
yes.
we can have you on. You can join the podcast. You can join the news.
We will have all your meals,
Absolutely.
alcohol, whatever provided, and the place to stay. It will be just plain fair for you. Anytime you want to visit us, man.
The Dorkening. All right, I'll have to look at the Dorkening.
Yes,
They're not
yeah.
that huge, are they, though? I think we're bigger than the Dorkening.
I've heard of the Dorkening, but that's what the 13th Wolfman was talking about. So.
Okay. Thanks for the awesome show.
Okay,
Jules. Negative Fernando.
Fernando!
Oh, just a pretty laugh. I love you, beautiful. Okay, Will, relax.
Yeah,
Will,
take it easy,
relax. Relax. All right, guys. I think that's a good enough place to call it. We're almost at an hour for this. We're at 51 minutes, but
and I mean the news
I gotta be honest,
is 18 to 20,
it's 18 to 20,
minutes.
25 minutes long,
Yeah.
but this was fun. This was fun. This was a good experience.
High five! High five!
Let us know in the comments down below. Go back and click on the video and let us know in the comments afterwards if you guys like this. You're bigger than the Dorkening, but we have a lot of fun doing the shows. Wait, so 13 Wolfman, are you on the Dorkening? What's going on? Am I missing things?
I just
I'm
wanted to
drunk. What can I
Cecil
say?
Legs 2020 made me laugh.
Yes!
Oh, sucker!
Yeah, oh wait, I just realized I've got a tie on. I'm showing my short shorts. Oh God, what's wrong with me? Oh Lord.
Shorts! The low carb
Munsters is watching. Oh well. All right, guys.
You guys are great.
Oh damn, it's still doing the microphone issue. Shit. All right. Sorry guys if the microphone was messed up.
We have tried our best.
Damn. Did the microphone get better at least? Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
there
I
you
got
go.
them calves,
Sure,
bro.
them calves,
I got
bro.
them calves, bro.
I play drums. I got knives too.
New shirt for the channel, Cecil's legs. Did the mic get better? Was it that bad through the whole thing? What's going on? What do I need to fix, guys?
Yeah, we're trying.
Yeah, let us know if I need to fix that. I apologize if the mic was bad. Fuck.
This
that
was
sucked.
an experiment, mofos.
Those thighs belong in a KFC bucket. Aw. Cecil, you're one loud motherfucker. Yeah. I apologize. From the left coast, you might very well be right. I apologize. I am loud. But if
The mic was off. What? He's saying the mic was
the
off.
mic was not off.
The mic was pretty bad throughout. Just a little
Fuck.
too loud. But too
All right.
loud means it was
well,
off.
that means I can fix it. I'll fix it for the future, guys. I apologize. This is our first time
Sorry,
trying
y'all.
it.
Yeah.
We will work it out, but thank you very much for watching. I really apologize if the mic was that bad. I'm really sorry, guys. I hope it was still fun. Shit, I feel bad now.
Well, so
No, it's too loud. I just need to fix the mix. I need to fix the mix. I don't know.
okay. So, but we're hearing blurry, grainy, loud.
No, it's
and I
because it
think-
was too loud. If it's too loud,
Yeah,
it'll
that's when
crack
it's
all over
so,
the fuck up.
yeah, that's when it's.
All right, guys.
flipping, so.
I'll fix that. I appreciate that. Thank you, Andrew. You're all good. It was still
Yeah.
fun. Thank you, guys. I apologize. We'll work it out. Alright, thank you, it wasn't that bad. God, I still feel bad that they're all even having to placate us and be like, it wasn't that bad, guys.
Greets from China.
Greets from China. That's fucking awesome. Oh yeah, Dome F.
Yeah, shout out,
you
yo.
rock, man. Fuck
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Alright, thank you guys very much. Dude, we have the best fucking fans in the world.
Hey,
thank you guys very much for being so
honestly,
awesome.
like air high five. Remember those like beer commercials where they
let's do it. Alright.
Air high five.
3, 2, 1. Boom! Right for you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Until next week, when we might very well... No, I won't be here.
Yeah, it's going to be me leading the show, so
see you at 8:30.
About that.
Did we move it to 8:30? Alright, yeah. No, 8:30 is good. Yeah, let's call it 8:30 for the Brittany and I stream. I wanna have some of her pizza.
I thought you were
she literally made homemade pizza while we were doing this.
I thought you were talking about next week for my live stream.
Guys, Brittany made homemade pizza while we were doing this. This is fucking crazy. Alright,
anyway, what
a good night. Thank you guys very much. I've been Cecil Laird.
Gracias, and Jaime Fuego!
Until next time, remember, stay scared. And a 1 and 2. And I cut this shit off and...